If you've been exploring n8n and looking for workflows that are actually useful in real life, you're in the right place. In this video, I'll share 3 workflow ideas that I've personally been using over the past 6 months. They're not just random demos or flashy AI showcases. These are simple, practical, and they've become part of my daily routine. I hope they'll spark some new ideas for you too. Now, I'm sure you've seen those jaw-dropping workflows that spin up AI armies for movie-quality videos generations, marketing campaigns with 100 sub-workflows connected together. Don't get me wrong, they're super impressive. But here's the thing, when you actually copy them over and try to use them, they often feel more like experiments than tools. They're too complex, too customized, and not something you can just plug into your daily work. That's why today, instead of showing you how to build an AI empire, I'll show you smaller, reusable workflows that save time, cut out repetitive work, and let you focus on what really matters. I am Brendan, and welcome to my another n8n video. So the first ideas I want to share is video mashup and hosting workflow. This one completely changed the way I do product promotion, and I am still using this for my product promoting. Let's start with a mistake I made early on. I wanted to build an ultimate AI video generator in n8n. You know, the kind of workflow where you type a prompt and out pops a polished video ready for YouTube or Instagram. But here's the problem. I ended up spending way more time tweaking the AI prompts, fixing errors, adjusting APIs, and troubleshooting exports than I would have spent just editing the video manually. And every time I wanted a slightly different style of video, I basically had to rebuild the workflow from scratch. It actually cost me more time and energy than before. So instead of trying to build a Hollywood-level AI video generator, what I am doing now is that I build a simple agent in n8n, which generates final polished videos based on some storyboard short clips. For example, I can create a small library of short clips, just 5-8 seconds each. They don't take long to make, but they look good and can stand on their own. Then, I built an agent that takes my pre-made clips, shuffles them into different combinations, adds a bit of polish, and spits out a finished video. The video editing functionality of the agent can be built with a command line tool called ffmpeg. If you haven't heard of it, ffmpeg is a very powerful command line video editor, but I'm only using a handful of simple functions here. Stuff like stitching clips together, adding transitions, or dropping in background music. So you could easily build your own version tailored to your editing workflow, or to save more time, you can ask ChatGPT to generate a script just by describing your editing goals. For example here, this agent takes random short clips and assembles them, and then layers in a random track from my audio library, adds a bit of polish, and spits out finished videos. Each time, the workflow produces a new mix, which I then schedule to post on Instagram.
Anniversary just around the corner, but you are still not fully prepared? If you have
And here's the power of math. Let's say I create just 5 storyboards, and for each storyboard, I film 3 short clips. That's only about 1.5 minutes of raw footage total. But this agent here can combine those clips in 3 to the power of 5 ways. That's 243 unique videos. If posting 2 per week, then this agent got content lined up for over 2 years straight. That's a powerful leverage. And if I ever want to pivot to a new topic, I don't have to rebuild the workflow. I just shoot a few new clips, drop them into the system. So in this way, you are actually using n8n to save your time and energy. Sounds good? Let's move on to the next idea. So the next idea is trade signal generator. If you're a programmer dabbling in trading as a side hustle, using n8n can give you some advantage in the market. Since n8n is good at handling scheduled workflows, tasks like scanning predefined datasets are a perfect fit for it, such as stock prices or fundamental data. When I first started trading, I was all over the place. I'd buy and sell based on gut feelings, headlines, or worse, hype from Twitter. And to be honest, it didn't end well. The problem was simple. No rules, no system, just emotions. So I started to backtesting my trading, creating strategies and verify against real data. Then trade on some proved winning techniques. That's when things are getting better. If you are also interested in how to find winning strategy in trading through backtesting, leave a comment below and I will make videos on that if there is enough interest. So back to our topic. I built a workflow that applies my trading strategy and runs on a weekly schedule. It first makes HTTPS requests to pull in market data, fundamentals. It then runs my validated trading strategy on that data and generates trading signals. Next, it sorts the candidate stocks based on signal strength and creates a spreadsheet with clear buy and sell actions. So I simply need to carry out those pre-computed actions. This way, I no longer need to check the market every 10 minutes. It keeps me disciplined, removes emotional bias, and most importantly, saves a lot of time and energy. I know I'm trading on a system that's been validated, not on how I feel in the moment. So if you have a trading system already, I strongly suggest put it in an n8n workflow and trade like a robot. You don't need expensive algo trading subscriptions, just automate your own system. Of course, one word of caution. If you are using free public APIs for data, please don't abuse them. If someone is giving you that access for free, be a good citizen and don't hammer it with 1,000 requests per second. With that said, let's move on to the next idea. So, the last tool you should build with n8n is auto promotion system. This one is especially powerful if you're trying to grow a personal brand or promote your work online. It can be the perfect tool to supercharge your one-man army. Social media automation is probably one of the most popular area for AI automation workflow. They use most advanced AI agents that churn out endless content, some of which even makes good profits on YouTube or TikTok. But that's not the topic I want to focus on today, and honestly, much of that success comes from having a good idea rather than relying solely on the power of AI. Without a solid idea, you're more likely to end up spamming short-term content that feels less meaningful to both you and the people consuming it online. So what I suggest instead is to put n8n alongside of your own mainstream workflow. While you focus on coding, building products, or doing creative work, n8n is watching for updates. It can be a new product entry in a spreadsheet, a fresh image uploaded to Google Drive, or even a GitHub commit. Whenever it sees something new, it sends that update to an AI model, generates social media posts about it, and publishes them across platforms. It's like having a marketing person constantly working in the background, amplifying what I do without me lifting a finger.
Nice.
So you see the point here? Think of it as an assistant doing all the legwork for you, while you're focusing on building and creating. The workflow is playing the role of a marketing person here, while I can focus on my developer or creator work, which I am more comfortable with. Setting up a workflow like this is pretty simple and flexible. You can trigger it on a daily or weekly schedule, pull the latest updates you've made from a spreadsheet, Google Drive, or a GitHub repo. They all provide easy HTTP or API access. Then, use your favorite AI chatbot to generate post content based on a predefined prompt, and upload it across all your target social media platforms to maximize visibility. If you're looking for a one-click multi-platform publishing option, check out uploadpost.com. It supports uploading to Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X, and more, all from one place. It has free plans you can start with. Just to be clear, I'm not getting paid from them, so it's not a promotion. I just found it really easy to use, and it saved me some time to setting up my own API integrations. Anyway, that's the basic idea of using n8n to build an auto promotion system. So yeah, those are the 3 n8n workflows I actually use in real life. Hopefully they gave you some ideas or maybe even inspired your next build. If you found this helpful, hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And I'd love to hear what kind of workflow you're building next. So drop your ideas down in the comments. If you want to see more interesting n8n ideas like this, or just follow along as I build new stuff, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.